To be joined by Governor Cuomo, who's all over the news, for your comments on the president, your comments about the mayor. We'll get to all of it. Start, though, with the federal response and the lack of a plan in this, the 6th month of the global pandemic being in this country, taking lives, making millions of people sick.
Good to be with you, Nicole. Look, we see the facts are facts, right? We see the virus increasing all across the country. We see the numbers going up. We see it going up in the Midwest. We see the health experts, Johns Hopkins and others, now saying the nation has to hit a reset. We do need a reset, but the reset has to start at the top. We have confusion. We have chaos. We don't have operations set up. And I think it has to start with the President of the United States. I think he has to stand up and say what he didn't say 6 months ago. He has to say to the American people that COVID is serious, that we can't deny it, that it's not political. It's not going to go away magically. It wasn't going to go away by Easter. The accelerated reopenings were wrong. The Liberate the States movement was wrong. Not setting up testing was wrong. I think the American people are confused because they've heard two different messages from the get-go, Nicole, and that's where it starts. It has to start with the president. The course they went down was just incorrect. We know that now. We see the numbers. This is going to ricochet all across the country. A place like New York, we had the lowest numbers we've had to date today. But if the virus is increasing in other states, you know, it's a matter of time before you see it bounce back and forth between the coasts.
This was my question for you. How, on a scale from 1 to 10, is your fear, higher to 600 about a resurgence in New York City and New York State, which remains safer? I guess this is a post 9/11 axiom, safer but not yet safe.
Well, as I said, our numbers today were the lowest that we've seen since we started. The number of hospitalizations, the death, number of people testing positive. But nobody is safe until everybody is safe, right? An outbreak anywhere is an outbreak everywhere. We've learned that. From day one, the outbreak started in China. Nobody paid attention. It went to Europe, and it came to New York from Europe. That was our first lesson, that this virus is going to be transmitted. And we handled it in New York, and the nation learned nothing from that experience, frankly. We saw the spike, we set up testing, we set up hospitalization, et cetera. 5 months later, in many parts of this country, you're just as unprepared as you were on day one. And we know that if the virus is in California or Texas or Chicago, and if it's not addressed, it's a matter of time before it gets to New York and New Jersey and every other state. And then you'll just see a ping pong of this virus all across the country until you have a national strategy. You can't, New York cannot solve this. Every state has to solve it. Otherwise, we'll just give it back and forth to each other like family members passing a bug among the family in one home, right? It's the same metaphor for the nation.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.